after time, driving from work, school, wherever you go, entertainment to your friend's house, on the way, you always see something wrong with someone's car, and every time you're like, that sucks. So today, for example, like a flat tire. You drive by, someone has a flat tire, you're like, ooh, I'm glad I'm not that guy. According to research, about every 1 to 5 kids know how to maintain their car, like for example, a tire, and 2 out of 3 have no idea how to fix a tire. So it's just, the odds aren't likely that people, know how to work on the car that they use every day. So it's important that you know this kind of thing because it will happen. You just are denying it, and that day is going to come, and there's your flat tire, and you're going to have no idea what to do. I'm going to show you how to do it yourself because that's going to save you money and time, and you're not going to have to call a tow truck and all that good stuff. And so today I'll demonstrate how to change a tire. So the tools you will need are, first of all, I'm going to show you what you need to do before you even touch your car. I'm going to show you the tools you will need, and I'll show you how to assemble and then reassemble, or disassemble and reassemble. So first you have your car. Second, you need to realize which tire is flat. You need to make sure you have something to stop your wheels from moving. So for example, front, back. You need to make sure you have a tire iron. This is a smaller object, of the normal size. The tire iron will come in your car usually. It comes like this, or it'll have another one, so it'll be 4. And they're all different sizes, and they will match up to your spare tire. Your spare tire will either be underneath, say for example you have a truck, it'll be underneath your truck bed, or it will be in your trunk. So what you want to do is you want to make sure your spare tire lines up with the number of bolts in your tire, so that way when it does happen, you go to put your spare tire on and there's no matchup, so you end up losing money and time. So before you even touch your car, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your safety is in effect. So say for example you are on the freeway, you pull over, you want to make sure that your car is on a level, stable area. You want to make sure that you're out of the way and very visible of other cars. Or for example at your house, say you get out of your bed, you go realize your car's got a flat tire, same thing. So what you're going to need is, the only thing I don't have is a jack, a typical jack. They all look different. You'll have like a big hand pump one, you'll have something you'll twist, and those will also be in your car. So today what I have is a model of a car. So this bolt will be similar to what your car will have. The only thing is there will either be 5 or 6. So what you're going to do first is you're going to make sure that your wheels are stable. So say for example it's this tire, you want to make sure it's stable. Second, you will go and start to loosen your tire. And this is all before you place the jack. So you'll start loosening your tire, like so. And you want to make sure you don't completely take it off. You want to make sure you loosen it so that way you can once you're getting towards the finish, you will be able to twist it with your hands. So I'm going to need to go a little bit more. So now I'm at the point where I can twist the bolt with my hand. So now you will need your jack. And the important part of the jack is where to put it. So in most cars, it's either in the front of the back tire or in the back of the front tire. And you'll have a general idea. If you go and place it and you hear like creaking or something, you know to just find a new spot. But find something like the axle or something sturdy that you feel can support the weight of the car. So as soon as you jack up your tire, it's going to look like this. And for your own safety, you don't need to jack it up too high. All you need is enough room to be able to pull it off and put it on, because if you bring it up too high, then it's going to be a little more shaky. So once your car is jacked up, now you want to continue to unscrew the bolts. So once you have that off, you want to make sure you keep all the bolts you have, because you may end up losing one, you'll be nervous, scrambling. You want to make sure you have like a baggie or just a safe spot to put those aside. So once you have your tire disassembled, it'll just sit there because there's three like bolts, or I mean not three, there's 5 or 6 bolts that will be holding it on. So you'll grab both hands, you'll have to get in like a power stance or whatever, because the tire is going to be heavier than you think. So you pull that off, and you want to make sure the jack doesn't fall on you. So once you have the tire off, put that aside, it's no good, and that's where you begin to put on your new tire. So grab the tire, and according to research, it shows that everyone has a difficult time. Like, people have done it 20, 30 times, and every time it's different. You don't know whether it's going to be hard to pull the tire off because it's not lubed properly. You don't know what you're going to run into. So you just got to hope for the best, stay calm, even though you're going to be frustrated. But so now you're going to put the tire back on. You want to make sure you line it up, and so you want to make sure you line it up so that it'll slide right back in. And the jack is still up. So now that you have your new tire on, same thing. Grab your bolt or bolts and begin to tighten. Just hand tighten again. So you always hand tighten. And then, once you feel like it's safe, it's all lined up, you got all of them hand tightened, you'll begin to lower your jack. So now that you have your jack lowered, you're going to go and use your tool. It may either, it may have 4 sides, it may have 2, it may have 1. So you're going to begin to tighten your bolt as tight as you can. You may need to use your body weight up to how strong you are. So now that I have this tightened, your tire is now assembled. You want to make sure you have your jack out of the way. You want to make sure you remove the blocks. You want to make sure you have your tire iron. And then your part is changed, or your wheel is changed. And this saved you money, it saved you time, more knowledge. It'll make you more aware of how to do things. It'll make you feel comfortable in situations that you may run into. So in this demonstration, I showed you what tools you'll need, what safety precautions you will need, and just the proper way to change a tire.